What about when you have diabetes and binges cause real damage? This is a really great question on binging and diabetes. First of all, I want to preface that for people who are struggling with diabetes, it is slightly common for them to struggle with binges. This is because people who are struggling with diabetes are trying to lose weight as fast as possible. They go on restrictive diets where they should never eat sugar again or avoid all sugar, avoid all the foods they love. But what we do know is that if you're struggling with binge eating, restriction could increase the risk of binge eating. You'll only want to think of and you'll only want to have what you can't have. So when I say eat more regular meals and honor your hunger, eat the foods you crave, then what I am saying is that you should have breakfast, lunch and dinner with snacks in between and also to honor your hunger. If you're doing these, then you're more likely to have a chocolate bar, but you're gonna stay full, you're gonna stay satisfied. It's better to have a little bit of a chocolate bar as a snack rather than have like maybe 5 chocolate bars as part of a binge for your blood sugars. Because if you're constantly restricting, then you're constantly going to be binging. It's a cycle, it's a never-ending cycle of binge, restrict, feel guilty, then you start to restrict, then binge again. It never ends. Try to have regular meals and snacks, try to avoid skipping meals, honor your hunger, and you're not going to go overboard on the foods you love, like a chocolate bar, because you're eating regular meals and you're gonna stay full and satisfied. But the common public health advice still applies, such as trying to revolve your meals around complex carbohydrates and try to increase your protein intake, so this will keep you full and satisfied. But most importantly, it's important to speak to your doctor that you're struggling with binge eating, so he or she could be aware of any health issues that may arise and provide you help that's needed for binge eating recovery. And also finally, I just want to say that it's not your fault that you're struggling with binge eating and you have diabetes. It's not your fault that you have diabetes, no matter what other people say. It can be really difficult to struggle with diabetes, and there's this thing called diabetes distress, where you just become so exhausted with the fact that you have diabetes, the diet, and that's understandable. It's okay to feel exhausted or lose motivation. But I'm giving you permission to eat regular meals and to have food you love in moderation. It's much better to have little snacks of the foods you love rather than just binging on them. But remember, I don't know you personally, so always speak to your doctor about this.